Hi, my name is Isabella Knight, and I'm a speech language pathologist for Playful Speech Therapy. The topic today is speech and language milestones by age. So, speech and language milestones are skills that most children develop within a general age range. They help families understand how children typically learn to communicate, understand language, interact with others, and eventually read and write. Milestones are a guide, not a test. Every child develops differently, and missing one's milestone does not necessarily mean that something is wrong. However, when a child is not meeting several milestones or has difficulty communicating, additional support may be beneficial. Here is a brief overview of speech and language milestones outlined by the American Speech Language Hearing Association. The first age range is 13 to 24 months. So, between 13 and 18 months, children may begin following simple directions, pointing to requests or showing something, identifying body parts, or using gestures such as waving, clapping, or nodding. They may use a mixture of sounds, syllables, and real words. Their speech might sound like a conversation, even when many of the words are not yet understandable. Between 18 and 24 months, children may understand and use around 50 words. They often begin combining two words such as more milk or go outside. They may also follow simple two-step directions and use words to request help. Speech sound errors are still expected, so words may not always be clear. The next age range is 2 to 3 years old. So between ages 2 and 3, children typically begin using short phrases and sentences more frequently. They may ask why and how questions, answer simple questions, use action words ending in ing like running, and give brief explanations to questions. Their speech should gradually become clearer, although unfamiliar listeners may not understand everything they say. The next age range is 3 to 5 year olds. Between ages 3 and 4, children may retell a simple story, use location words such as in, on, under, compare objects, and pretend to read or write. By age 4, most people should understand most of what a child says, although errors may remain on sounds such as R, L, S, SH, so sh, ch, CH, TH, and Z. Between ages 4 and 5, children often use longer, more grammatically complete sentences. They may tell connected stories, follow rules during games, recognize letters, identify rhyming words, and write their name. Their speech should generally be understandable during conversation. The next age range is kindergarten through second grade. So now we're starting to get into these elementary ages. During early school years, speech, language, and literacy skills begin working together. Children may follow multiple directions, listen to stories, answer questions, participate in conversations, and retell events in order. They also begin recognizing rhymes, identifying sounds and words, connecting letters with sounds, blending sounds together, and understanding what they read. By second grade, children may use more complex sentences, explain unfamiliar ideas, make basic predictions, and identify the main idea, characters, and plot of a story. The next age range is third through fifth grade. As children get older, language becomes more academic. Students may summarize information, explain what they learned, participate in group discussions, and use vocabulary related to different school subjects. They also begin using context clues, prefixes, suffixes, and root words to understand unfamiliar vocabulary. By fourth and fifth grade, children may understand figurative language, form opinions, make inferences, organize information, and deliver oral presentations for a specific audience. So now that we have all of these milestones listed, the question is, when should families seek additional support? Well, I would consider speaking with a speech language pathologist when your child is not meeting several milestones for their age, is frequently difficult to understand, becomes frustrated when communicating, has difficulty understanding questions or directions, uses noticeably shorter sentences than other children their age, has difficulty telling stories or maintaining conversations, struggles with rhyming, reading comprehension, or written language, loses speech or language skills they previously demonstrated. A speech and language evaluation can help determine whether your child's communication skills are developing as expected and whether additional support may be beneficial. Reach out to Playful Path Speech Therapy for a consultation to discuss any concerns you may have about your child's speech, language, or early literacy development.